Hello. As you can see, this video includes my sister, Leslie, who is eating because I didn't know she was hungry at the time that I started recording. I wanted to let you all know that if you want to help support the channel, I have 2 books for sale on Amazon. One is an ebook and the other is a paper book. One is called Christian Ghosts and the other is called The Battle of Wits. The one is for $5, I think. The other one is for $10 or $15. So if you want to help support the channel, please go check them out. And thank you. So, anywho, I'm doing a unboxing of my moderately new gun. It is a revolver, which I sign as this. Its exact name is the Rock Island Armory 38 Special. And like I said in my earlier video, I don't think special is the way you sign that, but because I'm trying to be quick with this, I'm gonna use it. So anywho, this is the box that it comes in, which is extremely safe for a gun, but this is the way that they do it. And I've heard of other companies shipping out guns in a kind of wooden box, so I guess it's a little bit normal. In this case, it has the big logo. I'm not entirely sure what all this is. Maybe it's I'm thinking that this part right here is the serial number, but I really don't know. But the part that's actually important right here is because it has the whole logo here, you know that the brand is RIA. Okay. Then you see on the side right there, M200 CAL, and that CAL means caliber or the type of ammo it uses, which in this case, like I said, is a 38 Special. Then you see it says it's made in the Philippines, or the Philippines. So, not seeing any other strange writing on the box, so I'll go ahead and open it. And when you first open it, you're met with this, which I didn't know what that was when I first opened it, because the first gun that I bought myself did not have that. This is a, oh cool, I didn't know that was there, but she thinks it's bad that I threw that thing, whatever. But it's supposed to be this little carrying case. I don't know anyone that would use this to carry their gun. That's supposed to be used to carry the gun safe. It's got Velcro. That's not safe. Yeah, it's got Velcro right here, which is probably the least safe way to close the bag. Next, you're met with the gun itself. This is not the original bag that it was in, but I forgot where I put that, so I used a different one. I wanted it to look the same as when I got it, so it's in a bag. Then you find this thing, which honestly, I should have been able to realize what that was when I got it, but I only found out what that thing was a week after. This thing, see if I can open it. It's stuck. There we go. It has two 38 special. Bleh, I always have a hard time spelling that. Bullets in it. That's supposed to show that the gun is working. Okay. I thought that's what the description info was for, but anywho, it's fine. It's a cool little attempt to make you feel better. Then you have a user's manual, and I know I spelled that wrong, which I've not read. Using a revolver tends to be kind of obvious. Oh my goodness. Woo! It actually has full description of each part that was weird. But it has pictures showing all the tiny little parts in the gun. Okay, I guess that's helpful if you want to take it apart, clean it, and then try to put it back together. And then you have this this side says WTTA, walk the talk, America. Mental health is okay to talk about it. The other says the greatest story never told. Did you know that gun sales fund state wildlife programs? Okay. I'm guessing that that's some type of publicity, but I don't know. So that's the box. Now to look at the gun. And like I said, this is not the starting bag that the gun was in. I just stuck it in one. Now I will say that when I first got the gun from the factory where it was made, it was drenched in oil. And I mean, it was drenched. I had to wipe off like one paper towel became this little, it had so much oil in it. But now, as you can see, it's almost completely dry. And yes, I put the proof of it being new back in so you can see what it looks like with it in. It's this little orange colored thing. That shows it's never been used. Okay, not really a big help, because if a store is smart, all they have to do is grab one and stick it in and you would be tricked. But anyway, I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying that that's what my brain thought when I first saw that. So so, the Rock Island Armory M200. This type of gun has the RIA M200 and the 206 version. The 206, this part, the barrel, it ends about there, I think. It says it's a 2-inch, so I'm guessing that that's roughly about there. It's supposed to make it more easy to hide or conceal, but if you hadn't noticed, I'm dressed like a cowboy. So I got this one because it looks more like a cowboy gun. Now, I showed a comparison of this versus my other gun, which is a Bersa Thunder 380. And I compared the triggers, how easy or hard it is to pull. Now, I can say that for some people, it's almost impossible to pull the trigger. Now, she can if I first
up.
Yeah. So she can. But if I ask her to try to do that now, you can see her facial expressions are, and she tries to pull the trigger and it does not want to work. So it's a long, hard pull. Now for me, I have really strong hands. So for me, not hard at all. And that single action trigger is almost nothing. But it has, for me, it has one big negative. And I showed it compared to, I think I did at least. If you look at it, obviously this is a right-handed gun. Supposed to use it in this hand. This is my right hand. The only button, switch, what do you want to call it, that you can see is this. And that's so you can swing out the cylinder. That's the only thing it has. No safety. It's designed so that the law is the safety. Okay. But here's the problem. I'm not a new revolver user, so I know how to do this. But if you have, for example, her, if I handed her this, full ammo, able to shoot, and then, but she doesn't want to shoot. Okay, there's two things that can happen. One is she can give it back to me, and I can, so it won't fire. The other thing that can happen is that she tries to do that, and the gun goes flying, and she acts. There's no real safe way to what some people call decock, or make it so that that doesn't fire. Because what the revolver is using the idea that if you pull the hammer back, you mean to shoot. No, not all the time. Sometimes what you're wanting to do is, let's say that there's a robber right in front of me. I can pull the gun out and click back the hammer. Why did I do that? I don't want to shoot him. I don't want to kill him. What I'm doing is trying to make sure he understands I know that's a gun. I heard a click sound. That means that the gun is ready to shoot. It scares him into behaving better, not trying to do. I don't want to shoot. So when I'm finished and he's gone, now I have to shoot or try to slowly, without it going off. Not the best way to do it. I personally think that all guns that are made nowadays should have a decocker. I think I spelled that wrong. Decocker. There we go. Because, sure, a lot of gun enthusiasts are not going to use it. But for those people that are using a gun for self-defense, not competition, that is useful. Because on the other gun, if I'm using that one, why, I don't know, but if I'm using that gun, I see a danger, I can click. She realizes, oh, never mind. Okay, I use that decocker. Now I can safely get the gun back to a place that it is not gonna hurt anyone. It's more hard on this one. This one, you have to pull it out, make sure your finger is in there, point, and hope that they realize before you have to pull the hammer back. Because if you do, you have to be practiced enough to let the hammer down. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't think anyone, except maybe her, is going to agree with that. But I just wanted to make a video describing all the things you get in the box. But I also should probably add this in. Now, like I said, this is not really new. I call it new because it's not my first gun. Of the two that I own, this is the new one. But I have ammo for it already, so it's not new. But, excuse me. Itchy head. Anyway, one thing that I wanted to give, whatever you want to call it, is when I was trying to research speed loaders, it is hard to find the correct, exact things to use. Now, I have this. It's called a speed strip. How you use that: you open the gun, obviously pointed down. Take this, 2 each time. Stick 2 in, slam it down, pull up. And under normal situation, normally what happens is 2 come out. You can do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and fill up the gun. Now, this is not normal. But as you can see, it works fairly well. But you have occasional problems like that. For some reason, one of the bullets fell out. If you need all 6, that would prove a problem. So what I'm wanting to show you is I don't have one yet, but there's a little thing called the speed loader. It's kind of like this, but a lot more moving parts. It's a circle-shaped thing. You flip it over, and on this side, it has holes for all the bullets. You stick them in, and on this side, it has a knob. You turn the knob, and it locks all those so that you can, and it won't. But they have their advantages. One of the big ones, and really from my perspective, the only advantage they have, is that you can put all 6 in the slots at the same time. It makes it a little bit faster. But they have 3, I think, 3 big negatives. First, they have a kind of like a doorknob. You have to turn to lock it and turn to open it. If that thing accidentally gets turned in your pocket, all the ammo's going blah, 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 blah. And then in a situation where you need it, you pull it out and they're all empty. Stink. Then you have the problem in your pocket, this thing is flat. It's flush. The other one is this circle, this big. If you put that in your pocket, it's. You always know it's there. So there's pros and cons to both. I have this because I couldn't find the correct info on which speed loader to use. Now I found out because one YouTube video and the entire YouTube system showed the name and number. Come on, YouTube. You can do better than that. But it's the HKS DSA for 38. That will work with this and the M200. I've seen a YouTuber show it works. Why you can't find anyone other than that one guy that shows that, I don't know. But anyway, so I just wanted to show the unboxing, explain a little bit about the gun, what you should be ready for, what things I didn't know, namely the little bag with used ammo in it, and what things you need to keep in mind. So with that, if you like the video, that's YouTube. If you liked the video, please press the thumb-shaped thumb. Oh, for crying out loud! The thumbs up button, and if you can, share the video. With that, I will see you the next time I make a video. Say bye.